Guys, what is up? Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Prospect Show 101. My name is Chris Robbins, and today we have both Carson and Braden.
Hi.
So,
And today we are going to be looking at some of the Senior Bowl rosters. They just came out not too long ago, actually. I'm actually going to try and find this. They came out about 4 hours ago from the time we're recording this. And so you guys have already actually looked at the rosters. So and I actually haven't. I've been busy recording film sessions. So from what you guys have seen, what are your guys' first thoughts?
The North is going to absolutely slaughter the South.
what he said.
Okay. Yeah, you guys ready to just break it down a little bit here, get right into it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So up here we have the North. Taking a look at some of the receivers, they have Jamon Moore, Alan Lazard, who I am a huge fan of. Michael Gallup, who is also very solid. Jaleel Scott, who is a sleeper due to his huge 6'6 frame. Cedric Wilson from Boise State. And Braxton Berrios, the small little slot guy from Miami. So anyone from that particular group you're excited about?
Uh, Lazard, or Lazard, however you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Lazard, Gallup, and Scott. Those three. And also Wilson. He looked pretty decent in college. So
Kirsten, anyone for you?
I'm mainly excited to see Gallup and Stott because those have been two of my main sleepers at the receiver position.
Nice. So on the other side of the aisle here, on the south side, we have Traquan Smith from UCF. Nice season for them. DJ Shark from LSU. Marcel Aitman, who was one of Mason Rudolph's targets at Oklahoma State. Javon Wims from Georgia, who was a big a big threat in the receiving game for Jake Fromm. And the other Oklahoma State receiver, James Washington. So any particular guys on the south side that you're looking forward to?
Washington is the only guy that has any chance of going in the first 2 days.
Oh, bold. Okay.
I'm looking forward to Washington. Maybe he can prove why he got some hype towards the beginning of the year. There's none of the other guys really stand out.
Interesting. So you guys aren't fans of Aitman or Wims?
No.
I think Chark maybe over Wims. And Aitman's decent, but Washington's better.
All right. Coolio. So I'm assuming from how you guys sounded at the beginning and from what we just went over, do you guys probably prefer the north side or the south
Most
receiver?
definitely.
I'm like most definitely.
Alrighty. So next up here, we got the tight ends. Mike Gesicki from Penn State, Trey from Galley from Wisconsin, Tyler Conklin from Central Michigan, not too far from me, and Durham Smythe from Notre Dame. Anyone there that stands out to you guys?
Fumagalli Gasecki.
Gesicki, yep.
Yeah. Those are the two that stand out for me, which is a good because we can use a tight end possibly.
We being Denver.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved Gesicki. I think he could possibly end up being my tight end one over Andrews. Fumagalli is interesting. I don't know how scouts are going to look at him with since he only has 9 fingers. I don't think it's a big deal, but
I don't care.
something to look at. I mean, just if that's what you want to look at, but I don't really care. But I'm a big fan of Gesicki.
Nice.
I mean, Jason Pierre-Paul has 9 fingers.
He has less than 9.
He has like 8.5 or something, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Was Fumagalli born with 9 fingers, or
Yeah.
Okay, at least
he wasn't. He wasn't an idiot.
Okay, yeah, I'm like he wasn't an idiot like JPP.
Yeah, I happen to be a big fan of Gesicki myself. I don't know why the hype on him fell off so hard after this year, but whatever. And then on the south side here, very interesting group. We have Ian Thomas from Indiana, Adam Brenneman from UMass, who's a lot of people's sleeper pick at the tight end spot. Dale Stockert from South Dakota State, he's highly thought of in draft circles. And Jordan Akins, another Central Florida kid. So anyone stand out on this South squad at tight end?
Goddard.
That's it. Goddard. I want to see this hype people are talking about. And, yeah, that's it. The rest suck.
Really? Not a fan of Brenneman?
Well, I mean, Brenneman's all right, and Thomas could maybe be all right, but I mean, Goddard's head and shoulders above the rest.
Yeah. Braden?
No. I was about to say, I think this is about a wash. I think the tight ends are about even, but the north may slightly be better, but I think it's about a wash.
Yeah. All right.
I'm definitely taking the North tight ends.
Interesting. Yeah, I agree. I think Jaceki or Stockert is a pretty much a wash, but the depth here with Fumagalli being better than Brenneman, I think makes it go to the north side. So safeties. We got Trayvon Henderson from Hawaii, Kaiser White from West Virginia, Armani Watts from TAMU, and Marcus Allen from Penn State. So anyone here?
Not really.
Marcus Allen really fell off this year. I mean, he was getting first round hype. So I want to see what he can display and see why he fell off so much. And Armani Watts is a good late day 2, maybe early day 3 sleeper to watch for.
Interesting. No mention of Kaiser White. He's been getting a little bit of talk lately.
Yeah, Kaiser White's been rising, so I mean, I'd like to see him, but I've actually never even heard of Trayvon Henderson.
Yeah, me neither. I think part of it is he plays for Hawaii.
And Hawaii is a scrub team.
Well, and the
Rainbow.
And everything
Don't
too.
disrespect the Rainbow Warriors, man.
Their name is GOAT. Their performance is not as good as their name.
I mean, that's just who fears the freaking Rainbow Warriors? I mean,
I think the main issue with Hawaii is that they're not really visible. At least to us in the mainland out here. They're normally on at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
Kind of like Boise.
Yeah, and a lot of the people out here don't really get the chance to see them a lot. Even in Boise, I mean, they start at like what, 10 or 11?
10.
Yeah.
So I mean, even they're like somewhat visible. Like their games end around the time Hawaii starts. Interesting.
Which is not to the fault of Hawaii. It's just the time zone they're in.
Yeah, that's basically what I was getting at. On the south side here, we have Quinn Blanding, Jeremy Reeves from South Alabama, and the Auburn safety, Shane Matthews. So, thoughts on those three?
Okay. I love Blanding. Blanding has been my sleeper for a while. I've wanted him as a Texans fan, like in the 3rd round, since the beginning of the year. And I'm so happy we get to coach him. He's one of the 1 or 2 guys I am actually happy we're coaching. The other 2, never even heard of them. Just goes along with this roster sucks. But I like Blanding.
Interesting. Not an Auburn guy?
Yeah, I've actually never even heard of him. I mean,
yeah.
I hear about him playing at Auburn, but no draft type. I haven't heard of him.
Yeah, Braden?
Yeah, I'm with Carson. I'm a big fan of Blanding. I think he could possibly replace Stewart. So I'm kind of one of the rare players I'm actually upset we're not coaching. It shows how strong the roster is. But yeah, the other 2 I've never heard of them. So
interesting. I actually kind of like Jeremy Reeves myself, so I think the safety group here is actually pretty much a wash. Shane Matthews coming from Auburn School, and then I actually haven't seen Trayvon Henderson either, so I think there's 3 decent safeties versus 3 decent safeties here. What about you guys?
that's fine.
I'm going North.
I'll go wash.
South only has one good one, and I think North has 2 or 3 decent ones. So
I'll go wash.
Nice. Running back group here. A lot of good running backs, I think from both sides, isn't there? Yeah, a lot of good running backs on both sides. Start with the North here. You got Kalen Ballage, a big guy here, 6'3", 230 from Arizona State. Akram Wadley, who I happen to be a huge fan of myself, from Iowa, and Jalen Samuels, who is listed as a running back, though who knows where he ends up actually playing, from NC State. So anyone you guys would like to touch on there?
Um,
Ballage, I haven't seen him. He didn't play a lot in college, so I'd like to see how he does with how massive he is.
yeah, I've been hearing hype with Ballage coming on lately, so I'm interested in seeing that. I'm a big fan of Akram Wadley. Think he can be a nice steal, like in third, maybe second. Samuels, I've seen him a lot since I live in North Carolina, so I have no idea where he's going to play. Running back, fullback, tight end. I have no idea. I like the versatility with him, but he's a day 3 pick around like 5. And just nice versatility piece. You can use him as an offensive weapon, kind of like Denard Robinson sort of thing.
Ooh, interesting comp for me at least, but okay. Uh, any other thoughts on those guys?
No.
Cool. So on the south side here, we have Rashad Penny, who another guy I happen to really like here. Ito Smith, rather. Interesting sleeper guy there from southern Mississippi. And Darrell Williams, who is Darius Geis's backup at LSU. So anyone interest you guys here?
Penny. Yeah, Rashad Penny. I like him. I think he can be all right.
Yeah, I'm a big Rashad Penny fan. Finished 5th in the Heisman, ran for over 2,000 yards. Happy to see we're coaching him. We don't need a running back, but that's a nice guy to coach. Ito Smith, nice sleeper guy. Darrell Williams never played, so
Yeah, he
who cares?
mostly got stuck behind Fournette and Geis there at LSU.
Yeah, for good reason.
Yeah. Actually, we have a guest session going up. Actually, very shortly after this will be going up. So don't forget to check that out, you guys. Just a little bit of self-promotion there. Which side? North or south here?
I'm actually gonna go south here.
South, and it's a freaking miracle.
Interesting. Okay. I'm actually going to go away from you guys on this one for a change. I really like Wadley and Ballage. I think that's a great 1-2 punch. Wadley on third down, and Ballage for those short yardage situations. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what the North has in store here. So quarterbacks. The talk.
This is the most lopsided position you will ever see in any Senior Bowl ever.
Okay.
Yeah, what he said.
Okay. We got Josh Allen here from Wyoming, of course. Tanner Lee, who I thought declared early, but okay.
He must have graduated or something because he definitely declared early.
Yeah, he did declare early.
Which I still
He
don't
took
know
the
why.
spot of Rudolph.
Okay.
I wish he was playing in this.
We would have gotten Rudolph too.
Yeah, that would have been very lopsided.
Baker Mayfield from Oklahoma, obviously, and Luke Falk from Washington State, who's kind of fallen off here. So obviously we all know about like 3 of these 4 guys. So the question I'll pose to you guys here is, who do you guys think should start for this team?
Baker.
Not
a debate.
head and shoulders above everyone else. Josh Allen, yeah, he sucks. I mean, he's more talented than all the other quarterbacks except for Baker. Allen is overhyped. I mean, I think he's not worth a first. He sucks. Baker's way better. It's not even close.
Okay. And we are sure that Baker, Allen, and Falk are actually playing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone plays.
Okay. Because, yeah, I thought I heard something about a couple of the quarterbacks not being able to play.
Tanner Lee might not play, but he might get a couple series.
Interesting. But, I mean, there's no, like, health issues or, like, people skipping out other than Rudolph is basically what I'm getting at.
Yeah. If there was any health issues, he would have been left off, like Anthony Miller.
Or Rudolph, or Evans, or Hurst. God, this really took a hit. This had a chance to be a good Senior Bowl, but it really took a hit.
The thing is probably most of those players would have played for us anyway, so it would have been even more of a blowout.
Right.
So on to the lesser hyped, but still very interesting here, South Side. We got Kyle Lauletta, who is quickly rising as a sleeper prospect from Richmond. Kurt Benkert, who had a very good Miami game on tape from Virginia. Brandon Silvers, another one of those lesser known guys who could be one of those late risers at the end here with a good performance in mobile. And Mike White, who a couple of people, particularly Shreyas in LDT, view as a sleeper from Western Kentucky. So obviously it's not as star-studded as the North Side, but is there anyone here that might catch your guys' eye as a sleeper? Maybe day 2, day 3?
Lauletta and Silvers. So actually,
Silvers. Okay, Joey.
everybody but Benkert.
Okay.
All right. Silvers. I love Silvers. He is my sleeper. He is my guy. Wait, I'm pretty sure I gave him a 3rd round grade. Early 3rd. I'm pretty sure it's early or mid 3rd. I'm pretty sure I went early 3rd. I'm a big fan of him. Watch him versus North Texas, and please tell me how you don't like him. I mean, he's fantastic. Nice sleeper. I'm a big fan of him. He's going to be a late riser, and I'm going to be happy when he actually rises. I'm going to call it. All right, now Benkert. I like him. I mean, he's only a half-field quarterback. He only reads one half. It's very quick, simple reads. He's got a good arm, kind of. But he did tear his ACL when he was still at ECU before he transferred to Virginia. Just maybe watch that a little bit. Mike White, not bad. He can read the field pretty nicely. This Lauletta, not talked about as much, but he's kind of rising. Richmond. Well, it's hard to get hype from Richmond. This is a huge game for all 4 of these guys. I mean, all 4 of these guys can really rise up boards with a good week here. I have Silvers, Benkert, White, Lauletta. So I have those 4 ranked in that order.
Nice. So to both of you guys here, outside of course of the Baker and Allen, which quarterback are you guys most excited to see here? And which quarterback do you think this game means the most for?
This means the most for Allen, to be honest.
Outside of Allen and Baker.
Okay, Lauletta.
Interesting.
All right, I'm most excited. Okay.
He needs to show that he can go up against the competition, the higher competition than FCS.
Yeah, I'm most excited to see Silvers. I'm a big fan of him, but I agree that it means the most for Lauletta, being with that tier below in the FCS. I mean, he had his struggles in the FCS too. So I mean, he made some questionable decisions. So I mean, this is a big week for him to see he can go against the best seniors in the country. But Silvers is the one I'm most excited to see.
Nice. So on to special teams. I'm guessing you guys probably aren't too familiar with most of these guys. But we have Johnny Townsend from Florida, Michael Badgley from Miami, and actually let's just go all 4 of these guys at once. We got J.K. Scott, the punter from Bama, and Daniel Carlson, the kicker from Auburn.
This is actually a lopsided for the South.
Yep, South takes this one easily. J.K. Scott is either the best or the second best punter in the country. Michael Ditson has a good argument, but Scott only had like maybe 5 or less balls just returned for yardage last year. It might have been less than that. It might be, because I remember hearing something about during the Auburn game, he had no punts returned. Just like everyone was a fair catcher out of bounds. It was pretty incredible.
Wow.
Daniel Carlson, I think he got robbed of the Lou Rosa. I think he should have won that, but he's good.
Do you remember who did?
It was the Utah guy. He might have won Ray Guy. I'm not quite sure who won the Lou Rosa.
Interesting. So, of the four, are there any that intrigue you as the most draftable, maybe the highest projected pick, guys that you'll most want to see on your team?
J.K. Stott. He's gonna be like a 5th-round pick.
J.K. Scott, yeah.
Nice. Right. So now we move on to offensive tackles. A very interesting group here on the north side. They got Brett Toth from Army, Chikuma Okorafor from Western Michigan, who I've seen a lot of, being a Michigan guy, Tyrell Crosby from Oregon, Brian O'Neill from Pitt, both of whom I've seen get mocked as early as the first round, and Cole Madison from Washington State. So anyone here that really stands out to you guys?
Crosby.
Crosby. He's very good. I think he's really slept on. He's a mid-day 2 guy. Not mid-day 2, mid-second round. Maybe even early second round. I'm a big fan of him. O'Neill's pretty decent. He's like a 3rd-round type guy. Same with Okorafor. Madison sucks. Tough. I don't really grade him because he still has to do his Army service, so he won't be in the league for another 3 years.
Yeah.
But I'm a big fan of Crosby. Highly slept on. I am severely disappointed we could not coach at least one of Crosby, Okorafor, O'Neill, because God knows the Texans. We need a good offensive tackle, and I wanted at least one of those 3 on my team.
Nice. Braden?
Where's Rankin playing, by the way?
Oh yeah, where's Rankin? Was he one of those late scratches?
No, he wasn't a late scratch.
I didn't think so. Did they have him listed as a guard? No.
They might. He was listed as a guard on the spreadsheet.
Well, he shouldn't be.
No,
I
don't see this.
I don't see him. I don't see him on either roster.
He definitely would have ended up on the South team.
I would hope so. I mean, we deserve someone.
We have to. It says he's going to this. Was he late scratch? He had to be a scratch.
He
had to
probably
be.
was.
Well, I mean, because I'm noticing how the North has 5 and we only have 4.
Yeah, he had to be the scratch.
That sucks, man. Jesus, we can't get anybody.
So
That's
actually,
brutal.
moving on to the south side now officially, we have Joe Noteborn. I think that's Noteborn, from TCU. Alex Kappa from Humboldt State. Interesting, 6'7" for him, and Brandon Parker from North Carolina A&T, and Desmond Harrison from West Georgia. So, okay, well, I know, Carson, you're a big fan of Kappa, so what do you like about him?
Kappa is incredible. I mean, he's not getting talked about because he plays for Humboldt State. Yeah, what the hell's a Humboldt State? I don't know. All right.
It sounds
Kappa.
like college in Harry Potter.
I mean, Kappa is incredible. Strength for days. Can drive you with ease. Pancakes after pancakes. It's incredible. He is fantastic. Huge sleeper. Now, I can't wait to see him this week because if he has a good week, he's going to shoot up my boards. And he's going to, I think he might be able to show the entire draft, scouts, everybody, that he can play with the big boys. And I can't wait to see him.
Nice. Brandon, have you actually heard of any of these people other than Kappa?
No.
I have. I mean, Parker, I was just about to watch him. Parker's decent. I mean, I like, we have the small school guys. I wish we had a little bit better names, but this is where we fell in love with Davenport last year from Bucknell and was able to draft him. Desmond Harrison, I've been trying for days to watch him. There's no film whatsoever, so I've only seen a tiny bit of him, but I liked what I see so far. They're nice sleepers. No Boom, I've never heard of.
Well, I love how the one guy you haven't heard of is the one guy from your school.
I know.
So obviously, I think we're all taking the north side here, I would assume.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Outside linebackers, only 3 here from the north: Fred Warner, Garrett Dooley, and Dewey Jarvis. Any of you guys familiar with any of them?
I've heard of Warner, but he's not that good.
I haven't heard of any of them. Maybe Dooley, but he's one of the lesser talked about guys from Wisconsin.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I saw a little bit of Dooley in the Michigan game when they played U of M, but otherwise, not too familiar with him myself yet. I've heard a couple of things about Warner. Brigham Young played a couple of decent schools at this point, I believe. Notre Dame might have been one of them. I believe they played Notre Dame at some point this year, or maybe it was Wisconsin. Uh, and he made a couple of plays in that game. Brown could be an interesting. Well, he's from Brown, but you know what I mean. Dewey Jarvis could be someone to watch. He'll probably get a lot of playing time with only 3 linebackers there. Outside linebackers on the other side, much more recognizable names here. Shaq Griffin from UCF, Marquise Haynes from Ole Miss, and Ushinri Nwosu from USC. So which of these 3 guys is your guys' favorite?
Nwosu,
Why so?
you like him? He could be a decent pass rusher at the NFL level.
What does he have that shows that?
I don't. He had good. I'm going off of what I've heard of him. I don't know what I'm talking right now about right now. I'll be honest.
Alright, well, I mean, like, I'm guessing you saw a little bit of the Fiesta Bowl versus Ohio State. Do you remember anything from that game that stood out to you?
Yeah. No. I'm saying I watched him. I don't remember much.
He sucked that game
Oh, wow.
versus Ohio State. He was awful. But yeah,
Who wasn't awful against Ohio State that game?
no one showed up versus Ohio State. You gotta admit, no one was there. Newsu was all right, and Darnold was okay. Burnett sucked. The rest sucked. But
We sure looked alright, but maybe that's just me. So Carson, what about you? Any of these 3 guys your favorite? Or that you like?
Newsu is probably the best. But I mean, I don't. Shatween has to be your favorite guy. I mean, he's not the best of them. But I mean, just the one hand thing, he's got to be your favorite of the 3. But Newusu is probably the best. He's a day 2 guy. Marquise Haynes, I mean, he was getting round 1 hype at the beginning of the year, but now he's fallen down to closer to day 3. But he's got some abilities, but I mean, he really fell off this year. Newusu has risen, and Shatween's just a hard-fought guy that you just hope makes it.
Nice. So I'm guessing here we're all taking the south side?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Alright, back to the offensive line here with the guards. Actually, we'll just cover the whole interior OL in case some of these guys switch. We got Sean Welsh, Will Hernandez, Wyatt Teller, Scott Kisenberry, Mason Cole, and long snapper sure Tanner Carew. So anyone here that you guys particularly like? Obviously, Will Hernandez is the most hyped of the bunch.
Yeah, Hernandez.
Why so?
Yeah.
Power. It's good power. Push people back.
Okay. Carson?
Yeah, Hernandez. I mean, he could possibly be a round 1 type guy. I've heard good things with Wyatt Teller. Sean Wells I've heard a little bit about. Quisenberry, I mean, he's been all right. Cole, I know he was playing out of position this year with Michigan. He struggled at that, but at center, he's pretty good. But yeah, Hernandez is way above the rest. He's probably the only one that goes around our day 1 or 2. I think the rest are probably day 3 guys.
Interesting. Yeah, as a Michigan guy, I can speak for Cole this year. At least he absolutely sucked until we put Brandon Peters in. And it seemed like him and Peters got along a lot better than him and Spate or him and O'Korn did. Either that or he just like settled in at left tackle or something happened because it seemed like he got a little bit better at least. And by the time the bowl game rolled around, he was looking a little bit more comfortable at left tackle. But yeah, his future seems to be more at interior line, where he played in 16, as Carson alluded to. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of Hernandez. I think he's a only man fit guy. I don't really like him in his own scheme. And I really don't think he has pull abilities. He's just going to be a role grader in the run game. And really, if you want a pass protector, I'm not sure that he's going to be that great for you there. But we'll see. That's what the Senior Bowl is all about. On the south side, a little bit lesser known guys here, but still a couple of decent guys that I'm sure some of you have heard of. Taylor Hearn from Clemson, Colby Gossett from App State, Isaiah Wynn, who's been getting a little bit more hype out of Georgia. He had a good playoff. Skylar Phillips from Idaho State, Austin Corbett from Nevada, and Bradley Bozeman from Bama, as well as the long snapper being Ike Powell, for those of you guys looking for that. Anyone there stand out?
Isaiah Wynn. I mean, he was playing left tackle for Georgia, but he's going to be a guard in the NFL. He had a good playoff. I mean, he's been improving as the year went on. Now he's starting to get a little bit more hype. Skylar Phillips, haven't really heard much about. Same with Bozeman. I mean, Bozeman did all right in the playoff. I mean, the entire line did pretty good. Nevada guy, I haven't really heard much about. Taylor Hearn, I've heard a lot about, obviously, as a Clemson fan, watching him all the time. He's been all right. I mean, nothing special. I mean, they were substituting offensive linemen in and out throughout the year. It was kind of odd. But the only one that really stayed in there all the time was Mitch Hyatt and Fasanelli, the center. But Hearn, nothing special. I still have no idea why he declared early. It makes no sense to me. He should have come back. But, yeah, he's gone. I've seen a little bit of Gossett, just a North Carolina guy, which that's where App State is. So, I mean, nothing too great. I mean, App State was a pretty good team this year, but nothing too great there. No one's that good other than Wynn.
Braden, for you?
Yeah, Isaiah Wynn. He had a good playoff. Other than that, I've heard of Skylar Phillips, but I haven't seen much of anybody else.
Interesting. Yeah, I kind of like what I saw from Bozeman. Not too much out there, but being the center for Alabama, of course, you get a little bit of views, so pretty interesting guy to watch there. So, who do you guys like here, North or South?
North.
Wash.
Interesting.
I actually
you're not
think it's
that high on
North pretty
Hernandez.
easily.
You're not that high on any of these guys on the North, Braden?
Not really.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, Hernandez is better than Wynn, and everything else is about even, so I'm going to go North.
I think it's North really easily.
Yeah, I would say, especially if you have Cole playing interior, I would lean pretty much heavily toward the North, even though I don't even really like Hernandez. So, alrighty. Next up, interior linebackers. Miles Pierce from the Citadel, Nick DeLuca from North Dakota State, and Mike McCray from Michigan. So, anyone that you guys want to talk about before I go on a little bit of a rant here?
Nick
Oh,
DeLuca
God.
is garbage.
Who is?
That is all.
All right,
Go
then.
on, we went.
Great, who?
Nick, the guy from North Dakota State, he is garbage.
Okay.
Yeah, DeLuca's the only one I've seen some and heard about. But McCray, I've seen some in Michigan. I've watched some of their games.
Yeah, you can go.
None of them are good. None of them are good. Go on your
No,
rant.
they're all.
Yeah, Mike McCray was easily the worst player on Michigan's defense by far this year. Not a fan of him at all. It made Devin Bush, who I'm a huge fan of, look absolutely terrible in the Penn State game. He just struggled with run defense. He struggled with coverage. And you know what's even the saddest part about this all is he was our one returning starter. So the one guy that we brought back from last year was the one guy that absolutely sucked. But yeah, I'm not a fan of his at all. He's probably a UDFA at best, maybe a preferred walk-on for camp, whatever. But the other two guys I haven't even heard of, let alone started to watch tape on. You guys can pretty much already tell where I'm going, unless this group is absolutely terrible, which it doesn't
And
seem to
South
be.
wins.
It doesn't seem to be that bad here. So we got Trey Williams from Auburn, Darius Leonard, who a lot of people are actually very high on, from South Carolina State, Micah Kaiser from Virginia, who's pretty familiar, and Dorian O'Daniel, another Clemson guy for Carson. So what about you guys? I'll let you start.
So I'm a pretty big fan of Kaiser. I mean, I think him and Blandon are like the top two guys in tackles in their school history. Kaiser, yeah, he's going to be a day two guy, maybe late second, early third. He's a quality guy you're going to get. And Dorian O'Daniel, this kind of interesting. He's listed at inside linebacker. He played outside for us this year, but the dude's a stud. He had 2 pit sixes this year. He was the leader of the defense. Whoever drafts him, they're going to get a fantastic leader. I mean, I don't know how he's going to turn out pros-wise, but he's a fantastic leader. I mean, but he's got the classic captain voice. You know, he's black, but he's got like the most classic like white person voice, and it's like captain, like the leader of the team sort of thing.
Yeah, so
He's good. He's good though.
Where are you projecting to play at the next level? 3-4 will probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I don't think he's athletic enough to play outside. So, especially, he's not a pass rusher or anything. He needs to be back in coverage. As I said, he had 2 pit sixes this year. One was against Lamar Jackson. So.
Thanks, Braden. Any of these guys stand out to you?
Kaiser. Yeah, I like him and Blanding, both from Virginia this year, and O'Daniel isn't bad for what I've seen of him, so yeah.
Cool. Fullbacks. I don't know if you guys really care that much about fullbacks.
No.
But we got Nick Bawden from San Diego State on the south side, and Dimitri Flowers from Oklahoma on the north side.
Flowers is a stud. He is really good. Best fullback in the country last year. Boom. Yeah, he very good out of the backfield receiving, and he was very quick. I mean, he had touchdown versus Ohio State, a long one versus Oklahoma State. He had a lot of long touchdowns this year. I mean, I think he was easily the best fullback in the country last year.
Oh, okay. All right. Braden, you said you're not familiar with either?
No.
All right, cool. So, yeah. By the way, you guys took south for linebackers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And north for fullback?
Yep.
Sure.
Alright, defensive tackles. Quite an interesting group here. You got B.J. Hill from NC State, Nathan Shepard, who I've actually watched a little bit out of from Fort Hays, Harrison Phillips, who's getting a little bit of first-round hype from Stanford, and Justin Jones from NC State. So both NC State guys here. Anyone really stand out to you guys other than Phillips, of course?
Yeah, obviously Phillips is good. Late second, early third type guy. He's
pretty
good.
That low?
Yeah, I see him going in second for sure. But I mean, maybe he slips. I don't know. He's probably about the 5th best defense tackle in this class.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, defense tackle is somewhat high on the for scouts they want. So probably closer to mid second. It's actually better. Late second, I think. That's a good spot for him. But as you know, I hate NC State. B.J. Hill, Justin Jones, they're decent. I mean, the line was pretty good this year at NC State, but Chubb, knows everything for that defense, everything for the entire team. Finley was all right. Samuels was all right. Hines is okay. So are these tackles, but Chubb was everything for that team. He was the leader. And, that's who they followed. But Hill and Jones, they're all right. I mean, nothing too special.
Braden, anything from you on any of these guys?
No, I kind of like B.J. Hill. I think he could be a good late comp pick in the 3rd round. good comp pick in the third round. So late day 2, day 3.
Nice. So neither of you guys have heard of Nathan Shepard?
I have not.
Interesting. I actually did a little bit of a report on him in LDT not too long ago. Not the best guy, but there's some positive traits you can work with there. But yeah, he might be someone interesting to watch down the road. On the south side here, we got Deshaun Hand of Alabama, Christian Lecouture from LSU, another defensive tackle pair here, both LSU tackles, along with Greg Gilmore, and finally Puna Ford. So anyone here stand out to you guys? I'm guessing Hand and Ford.
Yeah.
Deshaun Hand. I mean, he was in round 1 hype at the beginning of the year, but he really fell off. I mean, Payne took some spotlight away from him. Even though I don't think Payne's that great. And just Hand, he's all right, but Puna Ford is okay. I haven't seen too much of him. I haven't seen too much of these other guys. Hand is the main. Hand's the main one, and he's not all that great.
Braden, from you?
Yeah, I agree with Carson. Hand is the main one here, and he's not that great to begin with. Kind of fell off this year, and doesn't help that Payne also stole his spotlight from the playoffs.
Interesting. I actually really like Puna Ford here. I think he could be a great value in the 4th round, early day 3. I really liked what I saw from him out of Texas. I think he's better than Hand, and I haven't seen any of the other defensive tackles there either. So, who do you guys give the edge to here? Because I think I'm going to disagree.
North.
I'm actually going to take the South here. I really like Puna Ford a lot. I think he could be a little bit better than Harrison Phillips, actually, even though Phillips is getting a little bit of round 1 hype. And I think that Hand could have a nice Senior Bowl week, enough to give the edge to the South here. So I'll take the South on that one. Defensive ends. We got the Ohio State guys here, or at least 2 of the Ohio State ends, and Jalen Holmes, Taekwon Lewis, Chemical Toure from Rutgers, and a big favorite of mine in Obunaya Okoronkwo. So anyone here stand out to you guys? I'm guessing Okoronkwo was the main attraction here.
I'm surprised they put Okoronkwo as defensive end. I don't think I think he's better at a 3-4 pass rushing outside linebacker.
Yep, Okoronkwo is better suited standing up as a pass rusher. He's kind of small for defensive end. I'd rather have him at outside linebacker. And Taekwon Lewis, he's pretty good at Ohio State. Maybe early day 3, possibly sort of range. But yeah, that's it. Okoronkwo is the main attraction.
You guys haven't seen any Toure yet?
I have not.
Interesting. There's actually a lot of tape on him. I think there's like 10 games of him in the spreadsheet. So if you guys are looking for anyone to watch, I haven't taken a look at him yet either. I've been busy looking at some other guys, but yeah, it could be someone to keep an eye on down the road as well. But yeah, as a Michigan guy, I've seen both Holmes and Lewis. I think I like Lewis a little bit better than Holmes, but definitely both are interesting watches. And I am a huge fan of Okoronkwo. I'm actually looking forward to doing my film session on him. I think he could be a first rounder as a 3-4 joker, 4-3 open hybrid. On the south side here, Braden, do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. On the south side, only 3 guys here. We got Kylie Fitz from Utah. The big one here is obviously Marcus Davenport and Andrew Brown from Virginia. So I'm guessing that you guys might not have heard of Fitz or Brown. So we'll really focus on Davenport. What are you guys seeing from him that you might like or dislike?
He can do everything. He can beat you with speed. He can beat you with power. He can beat you with power moves. He can beat you with finesse moves. He can run defend. He can drop into coverage if you want to do some exotic play. Although I don't recommend actually putting him in coverage.
Yeah, Davenport is the main one here. I mean, he's a potential first round guy. He's been getting first round hype. I think he does eventually go first round. He's fits. I mean, nothing special. I mean, I've heard of him. I haven't really heard of Brown, but Davenport, yeah, he's the main one. He can do everything like Braden said. I mean, he'll go first round.
Size. What do you think about 6'7", 255? Both of you guys.
That's big. I like that.
That's big, yeah.
Does that matter to you at all, Braden? Is that a good thing, bad thing?
It's a. If he's to play actual defensive end, I'd like him to put on maybe like 10, 15 more pounds to go up to like 270. But 255 isn't a bad thing.
So I'm guessing we're taking the North if only because of numbers and depth.
Yep.
Yeah, as much as I like Davenport and think he could be good, I don't think he's as good as Okoronkwo. And then it's simply just a numbers game. I mean, you have, what, 5 guys here? 4 versus 3.
4.
And I've actually heard of all 4 of these guys, and only 1 on the south side. So I will join them in the north. Now time, saving the best for last here, of course, because the Senior Bowl website is the best. We got these secondary corners. We got Jamarcus King here from South Carolina, Teron Johnson from Weber State, Duke Dawson, who you guys will hear a lot about from me over the coming weeks, from Florida, Michael Joseph from Dubuque, who I think Braden was a big fan of, Isaac Yido. Of course, you guys have already seen our film session on him if you guys are watching this, I hope. Darius Phillips, another guy I really, really like from Western Michigan. I've seen a lot of him. And Christian Campbell from Penn State. So anyone here that you guys want to talk about?
Carson, I'm going to go on a long rant about Joseph, so I'll let you go first.
All right. So I like Duke Dawson. He's a third round type guy. I would not mind him on the Texans. You know, we need corner help. So third round, nice target for us. Darius Phillips, he's probably more of a fourth, maybe fifth rounder. You know, he's kind of small, but I don't really care too much about that. But he's all right. Isaac, yeah, I ate him.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen too much of him. I know you did a film session on him. I watched a little bit of that. Nice sleeper. I mean, I'd probably say maybe third, fourth round. But yeah, those are the only really 3 I've heard of.
So before you go on your discussion about Joseph, is there anyone else that stands out to you here, Braden?
Duke Dawson and Yidim.
Any reason why? Just that's who you've heard of, or?
Well, you've already done the full system in Yidim and Carson. I've heard of Dawson. I liked a bit. What I've seen on film could be a good, like, day 2, third rounder.
Haven't heard of Phillips?
Phillips, no, I have not.
Ooh, okay.
I have heard of Johnson because of Weber State.
Thoughts on him real quick?
Huh?
Thoughts on him real quick?
Teron Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to say about him real quick?
No, I'm just saying I knew who he was.
Oh, but you don't know like anything about him?
Yes. That's correct.
Okay. So, thoughts on Joseph then. We'll just get ready to that.
So, Michael Joseph. He is my sleeper of this class. He is the best corner listed here. Because he has great ball skills. He led Division 3 with 8 picks last year, including the first play you see against Nebraska Mainland or Westland or something. It was a one-handed Odell Beckham style interception. And this guy, he's willing to tackle. He's physical. He can hit hard. Like, he can hit hard. He's good. He has great zone coverage. He's all right at man, but he's pretty good at man too. It's just he is a very physical corner, which you don't get nowadays, which I love.
Interesting. Anything else, or that about wrap it up?
I came up with an interesting comparison for him.
All right, hit it.
If you know this, you either play Madden Ultimate Team or are very historic. Dick Nitrate Lane is my comparison for him.
Oh my god, that's some high praise.
As a
'Cause his
Lions
ball-
guy, that's particularly intriguing. But yeah,
His ball cut, his ability to play the balls, y'all. Dick Lane, he holds the NFL record 14 picks in a season. He has 8 picks. He can hit hard. If he played the rules Nitrate Lane had, he could probably cause a fumble. He would do what Dick Nitrate Lane did back in the day of grabbing players' face masks and stuff like that. He's that physical. Yeah, he's my sleeper for this class.
interesting. Yeah, so you're talking even like a Mel Blunt type of dude?
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
I'm not saying he's going to be as good as him. I'm just saying he reminds me as him.
Yeah,
Of
course.
him.
I mean, yeah, our comparisons are generally, at least from us, they're going to be stylistic. Not at all talent related. So yeah, a couple of guys that I want to cover here. Obviously, you guys have seen our item video, I hope. Really like his coverage ability, and as well as what Ring said with Joseph. I really like that he can tackle and hit. I just really want to see him do a better job of avoiding those pick plays. He does get taken out on pick plays quite a bit. And block shedding and run support. As for Dawson, again, really strong coverage guy. I love him in man and zone. Another physical type of guy who isn't afraid to tackle, bring guys down. But my one concern with him is going to be his size. I want to see him be able to overcome that, or he might be relegated to nickel. Darius Phillips, I've seen some from Western Michigan. Him and Sam Beal are both interesting guys. I think I like Phillips a little bit better than Beal. But again, size is an issue. He might be relegated to nickel. But definitely has some ball skills there, some potential to be used well in a coverage scheme. So on to the south side here. We got Saran Neal from Jacksonville State, Chandon Sullivan from Georgia State, Demontre Wade from Murray State, Danny Johnson from Southern, who I've heard a few good things about, MJ Stewart from North Carolina, another guy that's been getting a little bit of hype as of late, Cam Kelly from San Diego State, and Levi Wallace from Bama. So anyone that you guys have watched, anyone stand out, anything like that?
I watched him live during the playoffs, so Levi Wallace, he was alright for Alabama.
Okay, anything you liked about him, didn't like?
He did pretty good. He had some key breakups in the national title game on man coverage. So I liked his man coverage ability.
Okay, anyone else?
No, that's about. To be honest, I've heard of MJ Stewart, but other than that, nobody else.
Carson?
Alright, Levi Wallace, I've heard a lot about him with Bama and everything. He's alright, nothing too special. I know National Mattress has him in his top 10 corners. Cameron Kelly from San Diego State, I haven't seen too much of him. I know Matt Miller just put him at number 10 in his corner rankings. MJ Stewart, I've seen a lot of him being North Carolina guy. Nothing too great. National Mattress has him in his top 10, I believe. And then Danny Johnson, he's a huge sleeper. I like him from Southern. He can be good. Maybe fourth, fifth, maybe as he climbs up, maybe possibly even third round. If he can rise, this is a big week for him.
That about all from you?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So, yeah, a couple of quick thoughts on these guys. I really like the size from Kelly and Neil here. That could be interesting to watch. I haven't actually personally seen either of them, other than Kelly in the bowl game. I watched that when they played, I believe it was one of the Army, Navy, Air Force, I think it was Army. They played in the bowl game, the Armed Forces Bowl. MJ Stewart, I've seen a little bit of. Not really formed an opinion on him yet. I want to watch a little bit more before I go out on a limb. But I liked a little bit of what he brought to the table. Danny Johnson, same thing. Biggest concern with him, as it was with Dawson, is again going to be that 5-ton size. Maybe relegated to nickel. Levi Wallace just not really the biggest thing to him, personally. But we'll see how he does in mobile. So, guys, thoughts on the position groups here, north or south?
North.
North.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
pretty
gonna.
close though, but I'll give it to.
Oh, okay. So I'll actually go on a little bit of a limb here. I'm gonna take this one heavy on the north. I love Duke Dawson. I love the item. I really like Jeremy Phillips, and just from what Braden was talking about him, I think that Michael Joseph sounds like a really nice guy there. So you're talking about like what, 4 good corners, and that's not including Johnson or Campbell or King, who have some potential there. Whereas with the south side, I only really see like 1 or 2 guys who are okay. So overall here, we have quite a few going to the north. It sounds like, of course, we mentioned that at the beginning here, but it sounds like overall, all 3 of us favor the north side.
Not even a question.
This will be a blowout.
Okay. Any particular position group that you guys are most looking forward to watching? Both sides combined here. Other than
Quarterback. Oh, okay, other than quarterback. All right, let me come back to you.
Braden, anything from you?
Both sides combined.
Yeah. Like, just as like a whole group, what are you mostly excited to see other than quarterbacks?
I'm gonna go offensive tackle.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Anyone in particular stand out? Maybe at OT, if you need to go back to the list I can here.
Main ones are Kappa, is because Carson has been really hyping him up. Crosby, and what was the other one?
O'Neal.
And Okorafor.
Yeah,
Carson,
offensive tackle. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. You know, that's God knows we need it. That's who I've been looking forward to the most. I want to see all these guys, see how they look, see who I want for us to draft. Crosby, huge fan of. I think if he's there, you got to snatch him up immediately. I don't think he'll fall all the way to third. O'Neal is a nice guy I like too. Okorafor, nice, and I'm a big fan of Kappa. He's my sleeper. I'd like to see what he can do against these big boys. Desmond Harrison, there's like no film on him, so I really want to see how he can do because all you get with him are just highlights, and I'm tired of it. I want to see him actually go to work on something. Brandon Parker, I'm gonna watch very soon. I've heard some good things. Nice size, 6'7", 309. So offensive tackle, I'm really looking forward to because that's the biggest need by far for the Texans.
So without considering you guys' team needs, I'll put it that way. Will you guys still consider something other than offensive tackle the most interesting? Because I know both of you guys want offensive tackles to some extent.
Defensive end. With Davenport, Okoronkwo, and the Ohio State kids, I think that could be an interesting group.
Yeah. Carson, with you?
I think I'm gonna go. Honestly, receiver. I think there's some nice sleepers at receiver. I mean, trying to separate like Lazard, Gallup, Scott, Wilson too, and then you got Washington, Aitman, Chark, Wims. Those are some nice sleeper guys, and just maybe a few separate themselves from the pack. Traquan Smith too. That's a nice one. Receivers should be pretty interesting.
Nice. Yeah, personally for me, maybe it's because I'm a Lions guy, but I'm kind of interested to see how guys like Penny, Ballard, Wadley do. I think that could be fun to watch. Maybe a little bit of skill positioning in there. And then obviously we touched on defensive ends already with Braden. But I actually have one more question for you guys. And that's what matchups are you guys most looking forward to? So for example, like defensive backs versus receivers, defensive ends versus defensive or offensive tackles. Like which guys are you most excited to see match up against each other, basically?
I want to see Davenport versus Kappa, because my main thing with Kappa, he's my bid sleeper, but he seems strong on film. That again, it's the Division II guys, and Davenport's a first rounder, so if Davenport can line up on Kappa and Kappa can handle him, it's really going to show me that Kappa's legit. So I can't wait to see that one.
Those guys are both in the South too, right?
Yeah, they both in the
yes.
South.
Interesting. So you get to see that a lot in practice. Braden, for you?
I'd like to see. This is me being a bit biased, but I'd like to see Gallup. I don't know what exact corner he'd match up against, but I'd like to see how he does.
All of them on the north side. So we'll see him versus King, Johnson, Dawson, Joseph, Item, Phillips, and Campbell.
Joseph will be fun. Joseph would be fun for me personally.
And then we'll probably get to see him on at least like two of the South guys here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one really too exciting in the South. For me, I'm with you on that. I'm just gonna stick a little bit more broad and just go with position groups. I'm really excited to see these corners, Dawson, Joseph, Item, and Phillips, covering these wide receivers in practice all week. Lazard, Gallup, Scott, Wilson. I mean, man, just corner receiver battles on the outside are going to be so much fun to watch on that North team. Hopefully we can see some in the actual game carry over as well. I'm not too sure how those wide receivers, I think the North receivers are better than the South corners. But maybe guys like Washington, Wims, Aitman, especially Shark, those three guys, all 6'4", maybe from a size perspective, it could be fun to watch against especially guys like Dawson and Phillips. So anything else you guys want to discuss here about the Senior Bowl as a whole?
Not too much. Just I'm excited the fact that we're coaching and this extra look at some of these guys. I'm gonna be paying close attention to every practice all week long. It should be fun.
Waiting for you.
I'm kind of upset because I have a chess tournament the day of the game.
Oh jeez. Do you have DVR?
Yeah, but that's not the same as watching it live, okay?
True.
I don't.
But you still get film.
Yeah, I'll find a way to get myself out of it. Well, I could always just bring the. I could always just find a way to stream it somewhere.
I think it will be on NFL.com, by the way.
Yeah, it should be.
Yippee, that's good.
Yeah, so for those of you guys wanting to watch it, NFL Network will have, I believe, all the practices for the Senior
really?
Bowl.
I gotta watch that.
As well as the actual game on their website, and of course NFL Network at 3 o'clock, I want to say, on January 27th. I'll actually look real quick here.
2:30 Eastern time.
Oh, okay. yeah, 1:30 Central. For those of you guys who want to go, obviously it's a mobile. You guys can find that out elsewhere. So yeah, that about covers it for you guys, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oops. Thank you guys all for stopping by. Prospect Central 101. My name is Chris, you guys.
I'm Carson.
I'm Braden.
And we are Prospect Central 101. Well, at least three of us started it. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and checking out our Senior Bowl preview. Hopefully we can see you guys again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, leave a comment. Check out our Facebook, Prospect Central 101, Twitter, Prospect Central 101, Instagram, Prospect Central 101, and like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys again soon. So thanks again for checking out the video. Hope you guys enjoy, learn a thing or two, and let us know what you think about the Senior Bowl rosters. So for now, peace out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.